is up, y'all? This is Byte the Robot again, coming at you live with more Elden Ring. Last time we were here, we were doing a little bit of Volcano Manor, and I told y'all that I was going to be leveling up a little bit. I did some off camera, so as you can see here, we're a little stronger than last time. Decided to boost my mind up because if we're going for an int build, might as well just go for broke. Put the mind in there, you know, because that's better that way. Neato. Now this is the 7th episode, so here we go. Last time we got a little bit of something of an objective from Zarias over here, who asked us to look into why there are noises coming from behind the walls. So let's go do that real quick, just so you remember.
That lurked in the shadows that night. It entered the room next to this one and never came out. Perhaps the manor yet holds some secrets. If you discover anything, would you please share?
All right, now let's go. Sorry about last time, guys. I wasn't very that talkative. I realize this now, but yeah. Had a bit of a rough week last week. Had a bit of a rough week this week, but we starting fresh, and we're gonna go. There's a lot of these weird snail things back here, so this maybe is what Zarias was talking about. There's some that drop from the ceiling. We hear some emo nonsense coming from the other room from here. We'll go talk to that boy in a second, but there are depraved perfumer ashes over here if you wanted to get them. There are more of these snails. And yeah, they can poison you, but not without a significant amount of effort. So yeah, what that emo boy in the other room was saying was that he shouldn't have tried becoming a champion because his brother tried to talk him down. Yeah, pretty clear that Dialos or whatever his name is ain't very good at his job. Oof. And we get killed by a Bloodhound Knight. Yep, that's just how it be sometimes. Welcome to Elden Ring, where you die a lot, in case you didn't know. Oh, Lord. So how y'all doing today? Doing good? I hope so. Yeah. We're gonna just try again. Alright. Past the snail. Down the stairs. Here we go. Let's go. You and me. Down where it's darker, but not necessarily better. Take it from me. This is the other reason why I like the Moonlight Greatsword. You can just blast dudes with it. Looks cool. It looks cool, dog. It looks real cool. And as it turns out, Raya was actually right. There's a lot of stuff down here. And you're just about to see how much stuff is hidden down here. That makes me question, how intelligent is Raya really? Because there is a whole village down here that somehow just got missed. Okay. He just decided to jump off the side. That's all right. Yeah, look at this. There is a whole village of snake people down here. And Zarias missed all of this. All of it. Oh god, I got the hiccups today, y'all. Oh god. I sincerely hope my hiccups are not coming up in the record. Dang. Oh god. Oh god. It's all going wrong. Yes, robots can hiccup too. Happens a lot. It's stirring in our code that makes us do that. Ugh. Oh lord. Alright. Cool thing about this game, since you have a jump button, if you see that an attack is coming up horizontally, you can actually just jump over it like I did there. I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time, but you can do it. It's kind of handy. I'd also think it's handy to open this door up. Oh yeah. Ooh, sorry. Let me on in your ear more, why don't I? Alright. Now we're going down. Be careful of these bulbous head looking dudes, because they will wreck your day, and we don't want our day wrecked. You just go down here. Oh, yep. This is what I mean by they'll wreck your day. If you mash the buttons on your controller, you can escape quicker. Fun fact. Alright. Get out of the sex dungeon for right now. Those guys are gonna pitter patter after us, and one of them just does not know what no means, so we're gonna deal with that. Consent, please, my guy. I better actually put on my right talisman. I ain't grinding for runes right now. Alright. I never usually go through that door. It's kind of pointless. Goes to the same place in general. But why not? Let's just go through the door. Because normally what I do is I just jump down, but let's not do that today. Let's not take any unnecessary chances, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. You with me on this, right? Alright. Sorry, I had to check my accurate. Mother of God. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't talk. Sometimes I feel like when I get on stream, I can't talk very good. Yeah. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Jumbling my words is part of the Byte experience that you signed up for. Now, this guy has a whip. And that's totally fine. We don't care. What? I never have this guy follow me up. That's a new one. Good day, sir. Get out of here. Homeboy was persistent. That was a new one. Jeez. Now I'm going to give you some trivia about this spot, because there was a lot of interesting things that FromSoft patched out of here, so. First one being that you used to be able to skip up and get a somber stone. Or yeah, you could get an upgrade stone early by just jumping up here from this. I don't think it still works, so why not? Let's not. It's a really tight jump, so you gotta do that. You gotta do that. Gotta get on the very top here. You also gotta make sure that your equip load is 0, so nothing on, like that. And what you do is you have to make that corner right there. Yeah. I am very good at it though, so we're not doing that. No, sir. We'll just do things the normal way. But rest assured, if you want to try this, you could probably still do it. I'm just bad. Oh, Lord, where are my pants? But you weren't expecting to hear that from me today, especially on a character named Mantis. Where are my pants? Alright. Now, the other bit of trivia actually has to relate to the boss that we're going to right now. Funnily enough. Because I'm just going to deal with this guy real quick so he doesn't get in the way. Yeah. So, used to be, you could trigger the boss a little bit early by like running in there and then hitting a corner, then you'd be able to get back out. And then you could jump down here. Oh no, wait, I think it was you could just run into this corner here. Yeah, it was you run into this corner, it triggers the boss early because technically you're in the boss room in big air quotes. But then afterwards you could come up to the fog wall and cheese him. They patched that out though, so can't do that no more. Might be a little sad for some of you, but it's fine. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm yawning a lot today. All right. So without further ado, one of my least favorite bosses in this game. I'm going to try and parry him because I never do this. Yeah. He's one of my least favorites for that reason. Black Flame. Yep. Come on now. Of course you do all the attacks I can't parry. Yeah. This dude is my least favorite boss in the game, by far. Godskins are awful to fight, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I know some people really like Godskin fights, but I don't. They're kind of lame. Alright. Now let's get back to where we were. Like I said, I've never actually parried a Godskin before, so this will be new for me too, if I can actually pull it off. I think it would be pretty cool if they could be parried, though. Just saying. I am also very much looking forward to Shadow of the Erd Tree. The more I see on it, the more I really just want it to be here. There's so much to it that looks interesting and dope. They're gonna have Sekiro-style upgrade mechanics in it too, so I'm not really sure what that means or what that's gonna look like for this, but I guess we'll find out when it gets here, yeah? Oh my god, you can parry him. Neat. I didn't know that. Alright. I'm glad to know that we can. Alright. Now this is the attack that I hate the most. And why Godskin Noble is my least favorite boss. Yeah. He's gonna do this for a while. And there's not much I can do about that. Ah! Alright. Aw. Alright. Well, this is a shame. I had a pretty swag start, and now I'm gonna die. Well, my start to this fight was swag. At least. Alright. You're gonna roll again. Ah! Yeah. I do not like that roll attack. Yep. Oh my god. Aw. Are you gonna be lame and do it again? Oh my god. Yep, he's gonna be lame, and he's gonna do this again. Oh, for God's sake. Here we go. Come on. Use your sword, dang you. Ah. Interestingly enough, by the way, sleep works real good on this guy. There we go. Let me parry you, dang it. Oh. There we go. Oh, Lord Almighty. I do not like God skins. Oh my God. Oh well. Second try. That's all right. Cool. Yes, now that we've done that, we get this. Which has a very interesting description indeed. Amnion from a womb that bore unintended offspring. Amnion from the mother... Excuse me, I can't talk. Amnion from the mother's womb, which cradled the poor, unwanted offspring of a repellent birthing ritual. It will never dry out, remaining damp indefinitely. Ew. Yeah, so this is Zarias's actual mum right there. We don't really know much about the actual birthing ritual, thank God. But yeah. This is the thing she needs proof of. But we're not going to give that to her yet until after we finish most of Volcano Manor. So let's just head back. Oof. Is all I got to say about that is oof, my guys. All right. What you're going to notice over here is, yeah, Diallo's left. I think we missed out on an opportunity to talk to him there, but we'll see him later. Because I want to show you something a bit funny and a little bit weird, if you don't mind. To get there, we got to go here. Now you might be wondering, Byte, how are we going to get there? That just don't make no sense. So I'm going to take you there. Assuming I remember my way. Yeah, I do. I'm just done. Don't worry about it. Don't mind me, folks. I'm just done. All right, now let's see. We need to be heading that way. And if I recall correctly, there should be some headstones that lead down. Yep. There's one. I almost jumped to my death. That wouldn't have been fun. Whoop, whoop, and down. There we go. So this is another part of the Liurnia of the Lakes that we have not seen yet. Just a little ways off the road. Quaint little place with weirdos walking around. Oh, brother. All right. Now then. Let us continue. There are also mannequins on this road for some reason. I don't really know why. Yeah. I realize that I chuckle a lot when these videos, man. It's mostly because I'm nervous. I'm nervous to be presenting myself like this, especially when I keep being a goofball. A goober. A robot goober. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just a bit shy. A little nervous is all. Robots can get shy too. And anyway, there's a lot of turtles around here too. I don't really know why, but there are. So where we're going is a place called Jarburg. It is, as it suggests, a home for boys like Alexander that we met during the very start of this series. But it's kind of tucked down there, and it's a little difficult to get to. I honestly don't know the most efficient way to get down here, so after you get down here, I would recommend very highly just touching the grace, because, yeah, I don't have a real clear-cut way on how to get down there normally. Like, I know that there's a way, like, over here maybe, because there's a lot of, yep, headstone. And then we just drop down. I almost never remember that you can do this, by the way. Alright. Boop. And boop. And we're in Jarburg. There's a smithing stone on the roof. And a grace over there in case you ever need to come back. Pretty handy, right? Alright. Let's go explore the wonders of Jarburg. The most interesting place in the game. I mean that with all sincerity, by the way. This place is funny to me. These dudes just vibing. Homeboy taking a nap over here. I love this place, man. All right. Talk to me, Jar.
Hello, cuz. What are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us Jars. Ah. Are you going to be the new potentate?
Yeah, sure, I'll be a potentate.
Gosh. Truly. That's wonderful news. It's not easy being potentate, though. I know. Show me your hands. It's just a little test, cuz. To see if you've got the right stuff.
Alright. Here you go.
Your skin isn't so smooth, is it? You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know? I'm sorry, cuz. But I don't think you've got what it takes. What a shame.
Ah, well. That's alright, man.
Don't look so glum, cuz. We can still chat. Potentate or not, come back and visit me. When you can.
Will do. Thanks, bud.
Don't look so glum, cuz. We can still come back and visit.
Yeah. This place actually has a secondary function that I really like too. You can go around and you'll notice that there's a lot of different flowers here. And all of them can be picked in case you're doing like perfuming stuff. There's also a ritual pot there. I've failed. Yeah, there are all these little living jars all over the place. Just kind of vibing and chilling out. It's cute. And then you got this guy who's doing the gardening. Well, we don't got what it takes to be potentiate, so hopefully they find someone who does. I wonder who it could be. I do wonder. I say that facetiously because I know exactly who it is. And the little kid's name is Jarbairn because, you know, that's who he is. All right. So I'm going to head back to Volcano Manor for a sec just to see if Dialos is back. And he is not. He's still gone. I wonder where he could have gone. I wonder. Do I wonder? Do I ever wonder? Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, hello again, cuz. I'm happy you came back. I have good tidings for you, cuz. Have you noticed the rare flowers growing in this village? I asked the villagers if you could pick some of them, and they said you'd be very welcome.
Aw, thanks, bud. You're awesome.
Go on, cuz. Who knows? Go on, cuz. Who knows?
Yeah. So he tells you basically what I just told you there, is that you can pick all the flowers in here. It's a good source for materials if you're doing perfuming stuff. Wait, did I go to the wrong place? Did I just goof? Yep, I goofed. I am goofy. Yep, I'm goofy. I'm goofier than a cartoon Disney dog. Ah, well. Now that we're on our way, let's keep going, shall we? I'm back again, my guy.
Ah, hello again. Say, cuz, have you met Uncle Alexander? He used to live here with us, but then he left to be a champion. I asked to go with him, but he said, "The path of champions must be trod alone." So heroic, right? I miss him, though. If you see him, you should ask him to teach you how to fight, cuz. He's big and tough and strong.
Trust me, we've met. He's a cool dude.
Uncle Alexander said he won't be back again. My home is of the past, and the past, as they say, is a different country. I suppose that's part of being a warrior, isn't it? So, please don't tell anyone, cuz. But I'm actually a warrior jar as well. One day, I'll be just like Uncle Alexander, and I'll have to leave the village to become a champion.
I'm sure you'll be an awesome champion, my guy.
Uncle Alexander won't come back here again. My home is... I suppose that's...
Yeah. But you're doing good, boy. You're doing good. You'll be a champion one day. I believe in you.
Ah, hello again. Do you know what a poacher is, cuz? They hunt us, smash us, and then take us away. This village is kept secret, so I think we're safe here. But you should be careful if you ever meet one of them, cuz. I hope Uncle Alexander beats them all up first.
I agree. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to this place.
Those awful poachers.
Agreed. I don't want anything bad happening to this place. Y'all are nice folk. One of the nicest folk in this whole land, I have to say. Alright. Once again.
Hello again, cuz. Have you heard? A new potentate's come to the village. I think he said his name was Dialos. He seems a little down in the dumps, but his hands as smooth as silk.
What? Alright.
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed, actually. Even though good Sir Dialos has a wonderful suit of armor, he says he isn't a warrior. And since he's a coward, he won't be fighting anymore. His smooth and silky hands feel nice when he pats us. But I wish we had a potentate big and strong like you.
Oof. Poor Dialos. Even here, he can't take a W, can he? Oh my god. Alright.
Dialos is smooth, but I wish we had a potent...
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. But Dialos is here? What? No way.
Well, aren't you full of beans? No wonder you're covered in muck.
Yep. As soon as he leaves Volcano Manor, he comes here. And he's just chilling with the living jars.
Oh, my friend, it's been far too long. I have to say you caught me at a rather low point. But as you see, I've put all that behind me. Left the Volcano Manor, forging my own path now, making my own choices. Even a fool like me can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me? Well, don't. I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm on the straight and narrow.
I'm not judging, dude. I don't judge. I don't judge. It's good to see you too, Dialos. Good to see that you're doing your own thing now too.
A fool I may be, but I can look after some simple jars. Do you pity me? Well, don't. I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm on the straight and narrow.
Well, that's good, at least. All right. It's good to know that you're doing good, my guy. Yeah, this is a really funny quest line for me is Dialos's when he takes him here. Got any more for me?
Dialos is smooth, but I wish we...
Yeah. We'll be back here later. We'll be back here later. Later. But we know that potentate Dialos is here. Sorry, it's still silly and funny. That's why I love Elden Ring, man. There's just moments in this game where I'm like, what? Excuse me? Alright. But now we've hit a point where we can't really do much more until we advance the story, so how about we do that? For real this time, we're going to do something good. Or something that advances what's going on. And to do that, we actually need to go further up the Erd tree. Yeah, I actually warped to the wrong one at first. Don't mind me. But now then, let us go. There is a gargoyle here. You can ignore him or you can fight him. I usually ignore because it ain't really worth the fight. Besides, I don't feel like it. Just make sure he doesn't knock you off the Erd tree route. Alright. We're coming up on a boss. This boss is in the business. We call it foreshadowing. And you're going to see why in a moment. I will also say, this boss is actually kind of cool. I just don't know if you can parry him. I'm going to try, but if I can't, then just know I gave my best shot. Alright. Boiled crab. Come on, my guy. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Something tells me he can't be parried, but I'm gonna try anyway. Alright, come on. Oof. Alright, yeah. I don't think he can be, actually. I'm gonna double check real quick. Well, I do, though. Stake America. Can Godfrey be parried? Nope. You cannot. Alright, let's see. Yep, can't do it. Apparently. So let's just fight him normal. Gonna pop Latenna. Crab. And let's go. And since we can't parry, I'm gonna do jumping attacks. Because jumping attacks will actually stagger him after a while. So let's do that. Come on. Yeah, like that. And then we can stab for the win. There we go. I still beat him with a critical. It counts. Alright. Yeah, it's also because I'm overpowered right now. At least for this area. Let's see. We'll put on the Carrion Filigreed Crest for right now to make our weapon art a bit cheaper. So that when we do Moonlight Greatsword, it's actually cheaper to do. Yeah. So you noticed before when we were doing it, it was doing a lot more. In terms of like how much was going on there. But yeah. Alright, let's see. We're gonna head back to the Table of Lost Grace actually, because there's someone I want to talk to. Hey bruv.
I've been waiting for you. I've decided to leave the Round Table Hold. I'm off in search of a noble scholar known as the Gold Mask, to beg his instruction. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantation, may the Golden Order shine through you.
You too, man. You too. Alright. So, homeboy's gonna leave to go and find the noble gold mask. But he's gonna be very unsuccessful in doing so, so how about we point the way for him? Alright. So just one fine evening, when you're riding across the Altus Plateau, you'll eventually run into him. If you just go along the road. That's just kind of how it be. Sorry, I just think it's cool to do that. And here he is. If you want to see where on the map, he's like right here. He's fairly close to this, so if you didn't pick this up already, you'll run into him eventually if you were talking to him enough times.
Ah, look who we have here. How delightful to meet a familiar face, even after departing the Round Table Hold. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually, and will happily pass it along to you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he also offers more incantations by the time he comes here. How's your search for Gold Mask going?
I'm yet to find the noble gold mask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know.
Oh yeah?
I'm yet to find them. I suppose the path ahead. Since depart, how little.
Yeah, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know where he is, but we do. And the reason why we do is because we saw a weirdo pointing at a... we saw a weirdo pointing earlier. You'll see. And off we go. We're going to go see the Gold Mask. If you're having trouble finding him, just remember. Take that spot, turn right around, and just ride straight. And what you're going to find is this guy. This is the Noble Gold Mask. He is nakeder than us when we started our travels. What up, Gold Mask? Yeah, you don't need to talk to him as many times as I did. You just need to interact with him once, and then he'll just kind of exist. So now we're going to go back and talk to Brother Corin. Just cause, you know, I felt like it. I also really like this guy's violin playing. Homeboy is very skilled. Yep. Later, dudes. And then off we go to see the monk. He's not actually a monk. I just called him that because reasons. He's wearing like Gregorian monk robes. It's fine.
You appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Nah, man, I know where Gold Mask is. Just head straight down the road, take the gateway, turn right around, and then you'll find a weird naked guy pointing at the Erd tree.
Do you sport with me? From your description, it can be no other than the Gold Mask himself. Of course, I knew he would be close by. Bless the Golden Order and its benevolent rays, and to you too, my sincerest thanks.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Happy to help. Alright, so now
The Golden Order shine through you.
we're going to leave him to it. And we're going to go visit the Gold Mask again. To make sure that he made his way there, you know? This is how we do. Alright. Off we go. Sorry, I'm just making sure my actuators are working. And I was a little bit too, upsies. Alright. Now then. You're gonna notice over here that we have found a certain priest and a certain naked dude. Alright. What up?
We meet yet again. Thanks to you, I have become acquainted with the noble Gold Mask himself, and taken my place by his side, as you can see. Have no fear. I will still teach you incantations as before, though we must do so quietly, such that we not disturb the great master's cogitation.
Yeah, sure. Tell me a little bit about the Noble Gold Mask.
The Master is always deep in contemplation, while I frantically attempt to record his wisdom, the movement of his finger. And though I am yet to comprehend even the daintiest morsel of his wisdom, I know that this is my life's calling. The Golden Order has bestowed on me, talentless as I am, the great duty of documentarian.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Order shines.
What about you, Gold Mask? What you got to say about all this? Indeed. All right. Now, to progress the Gold Mask line, let's head back to this Erd Tree Sanctuary for a sec, because there's a place we gotta go. Specifically, we gotta go up and around. Because our end goal is gonna be over there. To get there, however, let's head this way. And in here, you're going to find there's a chest that contains the Erd Tree bow. Not a bad bow. But there's also a route that takes you up to a chair suspended from the ceiling that has the Golden Order Principia. Let's see now. Prayer Book of the Golden Order Fundamentalists. A dense and complex academic treatise that contains the Order's fundamental principles. Can be given to a learned cleric to gain access to the following incantations: Radagon's Rings of Light and Law of Regression. So, if you couldn't already piece it together, based on all of the stuff we've gone through so far, the Golden Order's based... Oh my goodness. The Golden Order is basically a math cult. All of their stuff revolves around math, cogitation. Yeah. I say that like half jokingly, but there are some like concepts in there that sound very mathy that I think are interesting. Now there is another place we got to go to before I want to go any further with this, and that's over here. So let's do that, huh? Good Lord, I'm yawning a lot right now. I swear I'm well rested, guys. Alright. So our destination is going to be up here. And even more specifically, all the way up here. You'll see why in a moment, but this is another part of the game that I think is a little weird. Weird, but cool. Ooh, skull. Yeah, if you don't remember, you should always run those skulls over because guess what? They have runes in them. We like runes. Alright. Now that we got this grace, we need to head on inside and have a chat with a certain someone. That certain someone is right here.
You're tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows?
Unfortunately, my dude, I ain't got a clue.
Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
Neat. Care to tell me more?
Oh, was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know.
Yeah, so this dude is actually pretty cool because not only does he give you a lot of lore, you can actually learn both sorcery and incantations from him. And you can even give him different books in order to learn more. Pretty neat, right? Like, if I wanted to, we could give him that Golden Order Principia.
What have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
Thanks, Muriel. Alright, so now we're going to learn Law of Regression. This will be important in a bit. Now, at some point, we did pick up something called Celestial Dew, which is an item that we can use for a reason. Hey, Muriel, what's this?
Do you possess any celestial dew? Then I would like to share my knowledge with you concerning the miracle of this Church of Vows. Radagon once cleansed himself with celestial dew, repented his territorial aggressions, and swore his love to Renala. The Order of the Erd Tree and the fate of the Moon were conjoined, and all the wounds of war forgiven. This miracle blesses the Church to this day, and so you need only follow Radagon's example to restore any bond, however strained or severed, to its rightful state of harmony.
All right. Fair enough. Tell me more about the miracle.
To experience the miracle, kneel in the basin at the back and cleanse yourself with celestial dew. Absolution will be yours. Any bond, no matter how strained or even severed, will be put to rights.
Huh. Good to know, man.
To experience the miracle, absolution will be...
Yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure he didn't have anything else to say. Let's just chat.
My faith does not waver. The miracle rooted in these grounds will once again mend the world. And this time, its bounty will not be squandered. If you would be Elden Lord, tarnished, I hope that you too will share my faith.
I will. Thanks, man. Tell me a little more about Radagon.
You wish to know more of Lord Radagon? Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erd Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord.
Curious indeed. Want to tell me more about Renala?
You wish to know more of Lady Renala? She is Queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
Aw. Well, that's sad. All right, then.
You know, it's said that Lord Radagon harbored a secret. A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radagon's likeness in giant stature, when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radagon's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
Oh, does it now?
In the end, Lady Renala was left alone, cradling the amber egg Lord Radagon bequeathed her. Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite, the grim art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire.
Well, that's good to know.
You know, it's said that Lord famed when he...
Yeah. So, yeah. Does it now? Well, if we want to investigate this, first, we're going to need a finger seal. Finger seals are used to cast incantations. And I don't think we have one on hand. No, we don't. But you can get one here at the Round Table Hold if you don't already have one because of your class. You can find it over here. And actually, I'm going to take more of these. But we have a finger seal now. This will let us... Oh my god. Sorry guys. That was really yawny there for a sec. Dang. But yeah, no. This seal will let us cast incantations. And right now we only have one incantation that really matters. So then, you might be wondering where we're going to use this. Well then, let me show you. I'm going to show you something weird. I'm going to show you something real weird. I hope you're ready. It's not really that weird though. I just like being dramatic. It's more fun that way. So then, first we're going to go down this lift. We need to get our finger seal ready. And what you're going to notice is this giant statue of Radagon. And a message. Regression alone reveals secrets. What? No way. What could it mean, I wonder? Yeah. That's right. Radagon is actually Marika. Now, I have seen a lot of lore and a lot of lore guides go through this part, and there's a lot of speculation on what it could mean. But given everything that we know right now, it seems a little weird that Radagon would be Marika, right? Well, that's because it is. And so far there isn't any real, like, conclusive results as to what it could mean or what it implies, I should say. But what I take away from it is this. Radagon and Marika are the same person. However, it's like two sides of the same coin, you know? There's an old concept in alchemy called the rebus that represents a being that is both masculine and feminine in the same regard. And there are a lot of lore theorists out there who believe that this is the case with Radagon and Marika. So I kind of take that approach too, in terms of like what it's supposed to mean and what it implies. It's very interesting stuff, actually, if you want to go look it up on your own at some point. But it's also shown in the beginning of the game, if you remember the intro cutscene, that Marika was destroying the I almost said the Erdtree. Was destroying the Elden Ring, whereas Radagon was trying to repair it. So, what I take away from that is that both of their personalities were kind of in conflict.
Please, I implore you, continue. Continue your reflections, your rhythms. I must be the one to record them. What matters this issue of Radagon, really? The Erdtree, heart of the Golden Order, lies before our very eyes. Why must these qualms come to you now? We were on the very cusp.
Having some trouble there?
Oh, was that you? Sorry, I hardly noticed. I'm a little shaken since the Master ceased his movements.
What do you mean, man?
The Master's reflections had heightened as we neared the Erdtree. While still a precise calculus, the rhythms grew increasingly wild until he simply ceased. Now the Master is facing quite the puzzle. The Golden Order is founded on the principle that Marika is the one true god. However, the name of Marika's second husband, King Consort Radagon, also appeared. Who exactly was Radagon? The Master is stumped. His finger has remained still ever since Radagon's name was discovered. Curse my mediocre mind. The Master only has me. And here I fail him.
Psst. Hey, Gold Mask. Radagon is Marika. Yep. In case you wanted to get the T-pose of the game, here's how you do it. Alright. In all seriousness, though. Yeah. Yeah. So, that symbol that we're doing there is supposed to represent the totality of the Golden Order. But the symbol that Gold Mask has is supposed to be representative of, well, incomplete totality. So, now what we're going to do is talk to Corin.
What on earth did you do to the Master? Well, not that I'm complaining. Master's finger moves again, resuming his cogitation. More than good enough for me. I haven't the words to thank you. So I'd like to pass this on to you instead. a glimpse into the heart of the Golden Order. Documented by yours truly.
Oh, hey, thanks, dude. Yeah, here's how you can get other incantations as well. Because after you do that, he offers a little bit more. So, there's that.
To think that Radigan was Marika herself. Or at least, such is all I can interpret from the rhythm and calculus of his finger. How would such a thing even have been possible, I wonder? Sadly, I cannot comprehend it myself. Do you have a fuller understanding of the matter? Oh. Well, either way, I can continue my documentation. In truth, it matters very little whether I understand the Master's thoughts or not. I am merely his scribe. It is my sole and unwavering purpose.
If you say so. Take it easy, bro. Alright, now we're going to pivot and do something a little bit different now. But to do that, we actually got to go back to the round table hold. Dang, my voice broke for a sec. Yikes. Alright. So, we're going to go here. Talk to Nefeli.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
Neat. Thank you very much.
Ah, yes. If you haven't already, I
Oops,
advise
sorry.
you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
Now, if you're doing Celavis's questline, you can give the potion here. We're not gonna. Mostly because Celavis is already dead, and I don't care.
It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
Alright. Well, you take care then. And just so I don't do this accidentally, we're gonna actually do the second way of getting rid of this potion.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge, to be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You. What is it?
Well,
Is that potion what I think it is? Bloody Celavis. I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer? Or would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard?
here you go, dude.
Good. I'll dispose of the potion myself. You go and see Celavis, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Alright. Tell me about Nefeli.
I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Alright, good to know. So yeah, if we were doing Celavis's quest line, we would actually feed the potion to either her or we could feed it to one other person. That it honestly feels a bit weird to do, but I'll explain that later, I suppose. But for right now, Village of the Albinaurics. Now we're coming back here for one very specific reason. I want to show you what happens to Nefeli, and what I broadly consider to be a good ending for her. Here she is.
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy. The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked. A waking nightmare made by men.
Oh yeah?
But this time, I'm a woman grown, and though the suffering cannot be undone, I can still mete out justice. Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nefeli Lu, warrior.
That you are. Alright. Well, let's see what we can't do, huh? Now then, in order to access this part of her storyline, we gotta take a walk. And that walk is gonna lead us up here. And just a little ways past. Don't mind these guys, by the way. They're rude, but ain't nothing we ain't seen before. Alright. So, we're gonna have Nefeli do most of the fighting, since this is her battle, but we'll join her and make sure that she succeeds. Because down here, there is an omen. Or specifically an omen killer. Alright. I'm keeping the dogs off your back, Nefeli. Don't worry. And then I'll provide range support. Yeah. I think it's fitting that she deals the final blow instead of us. This is also how you get the Crucible Knot Talisman, in case you were wondering. So, the next time we run into her would normally be right here, but because I've already done a lot of extra stuff, she's already moved, so... So we won't find her in her usual spot. Instead, we're gonna find her in here.
Greetings.
Hey, Roderica.
Are you here for spirit? A little while ago, someone started lurking in the wing on the opposite side of the round table. And I can hear, from all the way over there, the howling and wailing of spirits in fear of a curse. I can even hear the repulsive twisted malice in itself. A plethora of spirits in an unceasing cacophony. I can't even imagine. How much suffering inflicted to who knows how many souls. Not even the grafting caused anything like this to happen. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please.
Yeah, she says this, by the way, if... well, if you get far enough and you unlock the Dung Eater. Yeah. The Dung Eater is, in a way, here at the Round Table Hold. We'll pay him a visit soon, but first...
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think.
Okay. We'll give you your space. For right now, though, we're going to go talk to Gideon. Because Gideon knows something we don't about Nepheli.
You. What is it?
You know why Nepheli's so down in the dumps?
You've already heard. Indeed. It seemed the whelp harbored suspicions, so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
So you cast her out. Well, alright then. Let's go talk to her. Maybe there's something we can do to make her feel better. Hey, Nepheli. I've heard what happened. What's up?
Ah, you. Please, leave me. It's pathetic, I know.
I already heard from Gideon you got kicked out.
So you know already, do you? Right. It's true. My father cast me out for indulging my emotions, forgetting the mission, punishment for offing his pawns. Lord Gideon has offered me guidance all my life. I would have done anything for him, to place him on the throne of Elden Lord. And yet though it was not my intent, I betrayed him.
Dang, dude. I don't think you betrayed nobody. You were just living on principles.
And I can no longer trust in Father. To think he'd order his men to enact such tragedy. Where is the justice he purports in that? He once told me that if he became Elden Lord, he would never allow the downtrodden to be cheated ever again. Was he simply lying to me?
Could be, man. Could be.
No. How could I say that? Father has always given me his guidance. And now, I've lost it.
Well, I found something here called the Stormhawk King if you want it.
Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'll gladly take it.
Yeah. Hopefully it helps you out, you know?
I'm not like Roderica. I don't feel the presence of spirits, let alone see them. Still, this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
In this ash, I can smell the ancient storm. It reminds me of my first hawk.
Well, I'm glad it does. Alright. Now we can move on a little bit. Because there's a few more people we need to visit. First and foremost, I wonder how Rogier is oh. Well, he's dead. That's depressing. Well then. He gave us a letter. Let's read it. Letter written in a trembling hand. I forgot to tell you, but it seems that D has a younger brother. I heard he lies in a deep sleep in the aqueduct beside the eternal city of Nokron. And it said he stood before the Prince of Death, not far beyond the spot. Yeah. So, we know that D is dead because Fia killed him. But we also know that, well, we know that, we now know that D has a younger brother. So, let's talk to this guy.
Have you ever felt the curse? With your whole being, the pox upon life itself, feared and despised by all. The reviled blessing. Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant of your own ignorance. You no longer interest me. I've been long without peace. Don't spoil my quietude.
Sure, you're gross anyway. So that's the Dung Eater. The Dung Eater, you can do his quest line by picking up things called, and I think we picked one up earlier. It was a seedbed curse. And actually, if we have one in our inventory, he should have more to say. So let's go get him to say more. Yeah, this is a very dialogue heavy episode, isn't it?
No. Wait. You have felt the curse. I can smell it on you. The pox, yet tender. Apparently my seedbed is ripe and waiting. 'Twas a brief respite, I must say. Go and unshackle my corporeal flesh, trapped in the sewer jail below the capital. I can kill you and defile your corpse. Then the pox will truly be your own.
Ugh. Yeah. If you do the Dung Eater quest line up to a certain point and you have Celavis's potion, and he's still alive, by the way, you can actually get him as a Spirit Ash summon. We're not doing that this playthrough because we already missed out on the window to do it, but just in case you wanted to know. The Dung Eater's gross, man. Steals your spirit through your butt. Nasty is all I gotta say about that. Right. Now, we got Roger's tip about the fact that, well, Dee's brother is somewhere around here. And no, I'm not going to make a Dee's nuts joke, even though oh, who am I kidding? I really want to make a Dee's nuts joke. That's because I'm juvenile, though, y'all. But yes, Dee is dead, but his brother is somewhere. Next to Shifra, it said. So to find him, we got to do a little bit of traveling. And that little bit of traveling is going to take us somewhere weird. So, if you go through ancestral woods up to a certain point, you'll be able to find all these jellyfish congregating around a ledge. If you drop off and keep going, you're going to find another grace that leads down. And further down from here, you're going to find some Crucible Knights. Alright, let's see now. Alright. Past here, we can't really use torrents, so I'm just going to run. But yeah, there are Crucible Knights down here. And all we got to do is drop down. Shifra Aqueduct always gives me the creeps for some reason. I couldn't adequately tell you why, but it very much reminds me of Yahar Ghul from Bloodborne. It really actually does, though. Like, look at this. All right. Yep. There are more of these guys, by the way. Oh my god, have I forgotten where to go? I did for a moment. Don't mind me. I'm really not on my game today. I say that all the time, though. Grain of salt for me. Alright, get out of here. And we found Dee's brother. Now, to progress his quest line, we gotta give him his brother's armor. We're not gonna do that yet, though. And this is my second least favorite boss coming up, so I do not mind cheesing a little. I do not like this boss one bit. Yeah. So, it starts off with one Valiant Gargoyle. And very quickly, we're going to run into two. Yeah. My recommendation is kill them quick. Because if you don't, they're going to try and gank you, and it's not going to end well. They also have this. It's a poison breath attack that has a huge AoE, and it is irritating as hell. As is custom, we end the battle with a critical. I didn't even try to do that. That was just good luck. Alright, so then, we're going to take this grace here. And then we're going to indulge in a wonderful From Software tradition. That tradition being coffin transportation. Yes, this is the second time in this game that we're going to be doing coffin transportation. I think it's really funny that they keep putting this in the game, but I think it's funny in general when I see coffin transportation in a FromSoft game. There we go. Oh, good lord, look at that. But unlike the other one, we going up. Looks like we're going into a human instrumentality elevator, huh? Sorry, I had to do the Evangelion joke at least once. Y'all watch Evangelion? If you do, let me know. I prefer Gundam and other series myself, like Line Barrels, but, you know. Mecha anime is always really good. Or I think it's really good. If it wasn't already obvious why. Fun fact. Fun fact about me, actually, is that I'm actually a combat AI from a mech. I just put in my 2 weeks and decided, yeah, you know, I don't want to do that no more. This live streaming thing looks way too fun. Yeah. All right. Now we've made it to Deep Root. And what we're going to notice here is that there are ways to go. But the way we need to go that's relevant to what we're doing is we're going to have to jump on this branch and ride it. Gonna go all the way across because we're actually entering a realm of death. Yes, you've heard me correctly. A realm of death. Specifically, we're gonna see exactly where the other half of that curse mark is in just a bit. I feel like I always try to like keep y'all in suspense by saying, you'll see in a bit. It's my catchphrase at this point, isn't it? You'll see in a bit. Alright. Yeah. I do think of all the areas I've ever seen in From Software, this one has to be like the weirdest to me, conceptually. It is very creepy to look at too, I must admit. You can get the Deep Root Depths map. And just real quick, we're gonna head this way, because there's another grace right there. There are more runes over there. And if you want to get the Crucible Tree set, there's a Crucible Knight over there that drops Siluria's tree, and it also well, it doesn't drop it really, but the chest behind it contains a Crucible Tree set, so in case you want that, it's there. We might go get it later. Actually, why don't we go get it right now? Might as well. We're right here. I want to show you all this game has to offer. I say as we skip over like several quest lines because I took a certain route. But yeah, this is what we're going to do. And if we go right here, there's a Crucible Knight. And of course she charges us right away. I don't really have any respect for Crucible Knights. Oof. Alright. Yep, she's gonna Dragoon. Bring it. And I think that's a kill. Oh, it isn't. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. So from that fight, we're going to get Siluria's tree. But we're also going to get Crucible Tree armor. Just in case you want to get that Crucible Knight swag. You know. For personal use. I don't judge. Alright. Next, we got to climb all these tree roots. Not going to be easy considering that there's all these gargoyles in the way, but you know what? We'll make do. Yeah, the gargoyles are going to spit like perfuming sparks at you, but they're not really that threatening if you just keep moving. Stop to take in the sights though, and you're going to get yourself wrecked. And then we jump. And you'll notice we cannot ride Torrent here. I realize every time I say Torrent, it sounds like I'm saying Torrent. Like I'm torrent between these two. And what do we have here? Cthulhu, you? Yeah. Very Cthulhu-y, ain't he? What a handsome devil we have here. With your clamshell face and mermaid tail. You look real gross, man. Real gross. What happened to you? Yeah. And as soon as we enter, we get ambushed. Yeah. This is a multi-stager, by the way. We're gonna have to do a lot of fighting. Yeah. If I didn't get all fancy, I probably could have won, but I don't care. You got to get through 3 waves of enemies in order to beat this one. It's not very hard, it's just that I was being cocky. So let's not be cocky this time. And just fight ruthlessly. Fun fact about this boss, by the way, is that every time you embrace Fia, it actually records some of like your character data. So when you embrace Fia, you're actually creating like memory for the boss to use. So all these dudes are actual players' builds and everything that implies. Yeah. I ain't going for parrying strats with these guys because I don't trust a single one. So we're just going to fight ruthlessly, not skillfully. Aw. Now why'd you gotta go do that? Roger, you do not want to trade with me, boy. Yeah. Alright. Now the last round is going to be against a very familiar looking guy and his 2 buddies. Alright. We got a guy with an ice rind and a bow. Oof. Ooh. Sir. You are rude, my guy. Come on, then. Oof. Screw you. Well, Latina got that kill. We'll let her have a W. And now then, we notice someone over there. Doesn't she look familiar?
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come. What is it you intend? To deny us and our ways, like the dogmatic brutes of the Golden Order?
Nah, I want a hug.
You are an odd one. I am the guardian of those who live in death. They call me a foul and rotten witch. Yet you still wish to be held by me?
Yeah. That's why I came. I missed the hug, man. You know how hard this journey has been? I just want to have a hug, man. Alright.
Have you ever seen a Hallowbrand? When the first of the demigods died, his flesh was marked with the half-wheel wound of the centipede. Godwyn's Hallowbrand has since been recovered at the Round Table Hold, but there is another Hallowbrand out there somewhere, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord.
Okay.
When Godwyn died, a Hallowbrand scored his flesh, but another exists. Another mark in the shape of the half-wheel wound of the centipede, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord. My hands will be dirtied once more by the deed. Will you still let me hold
By the way, Fia, you know I already found that curse mark, right? Here you go.
This is the other Hallowbrand. How did you... Oh, my utmost thanks. With this, Godwin can take his rightful place as first of the dead and claim a second, illustrious life. You are our true champion. And though I can't be of any use to you, can I hold you tight? If only for a moment.
I mean, sure. I want a bigger hug.
I will soon lay with Godwin, and it will surely stir within me the new life of the Golden Prince, and first dead of the demigods, as the rune of those who live in death. Please, do one thing for me. Brandish this child, my rune, and take for yourself the throne. Stay the persecution of those who live in death by becoming our Elden Lord. I will soon to conceive. Brandish my rune. Stay the by becoming.
All right. So then, when we come back, she's actually going to be... Well, actually, there's a few more things that need to happen first, but... I'll show you. It's better if I just demonstrate. So then, give me a hug. I miss the hugs. Give me my huggies.
This is goodbye, my dear, but I am satisfied. I choose to lie with Godwin of my own will, not the remains of one chosen for me, and I will bear a child who will inherit your warmth too. What greater blessing could there be but to be born a deathbed companion? This is goodbye, my but I am
Yeah.
and I will who will inherit greater.
So, if you couldn't already gather from the opening cutscene and what she just said there, she lies with dead bodies. And I don't mean tell them sweet little lies, little white lies. And I don't mean that she just lays next to them. There's something more going on there that I'm not going to touch on, because if I do, it's disturbing. So then, what we're going to do now is get rid of this Baldekin's blessing, because it will actually screw us over. But if you touch Fia, you'll enter the deathbed dream. And when we do that, you're going to notice... Wait for it. Oh my god, dragon. Yeah. This boss is a little frustrating to me, but basically, if you fought Black Dragon Calamite in Dark Souls 1, yeah, it's kind of like that, except more annoying because of these lightning mechanics that he has. Almost every time you take an action in this fight, he's gonna spam you with lightning and get you, like... and get this, like, red lightning status on you, which is not fun. But if you just keep watching and keep moving, you can get one good hit in, and then you should be able to roll away. Should be being the key word there. Yeah. So, Fortisax here is a little annoying as a boss, but he ain't too bad if you know dragon patterns by now. I think the only annoying mechanic actually is the fact that when you hit them sometimes, you get that lightning effect. And if you want to know some fun tech, if you're quick enough before the runes drop, you can actually swap to your gold scarab in order to get more runes out of it. It's a pretty interesting... Sorry, oh my god. It's a pretty interesting thing to do, actually. But when you're done, you just take it off. Swap back. And from this, we actually get the mending rune. This is our first actual mending rune of the game, so I'll just explain what that does while we're on our way to do our next thing. Basically, the mending runes are used to get certain endings in the game. So, in this case, if we want the Those Who Live in Death ending, we use that rune. Something to think about while you're going through your own playthrough. Because once you do that mending rune, there ain't no going back. We already have Age of the Stars going because of the fact that we went with Ronnie. So, yeah. So we already have Age of the Stars going. But if you wanted to do Those Who Live in Death, this is how you do it. Alright. So next, we need to go have a chat with Mr. D. Mr. D's nuts. Sorry, I had to, man. I had to do D's nuts joke for D. Alright. Oh my god, I'm juvenile. Alright. So then, what's interesting about this is that you can do it at any time. Doesn't really matter when either. So, what's up, dude? Yeah. So now we know what D actually stands for. His name wasn't actually just D. And if we go back to the Prince of Death's throne,
Prince of Death, take a good long look. See the wrath of the Golden Order, the Order's justice writ in blood. This is what's become of your precious witch. Naught but expired meat and bone. This is a proper death, oh Prince. Look at this rotten whore. No more children can be got from this useless flesh. Behold, your mother is dead. This is revenge, you witch, and you ghoul. This is the wrath of D.
all right then. You doing all right there, bud?
Hello. The rotten witch is dead. The Golden Order unsullied. Now I can look my brother Darian in the eye. Honeyed rays of gold, deliver my spirit. Darian, now I have no regrets. Honeyed rays of gold, deliver my spirit.
Now, no matter what you do here, he's gonna die. If we reload the area, he'll be here dead, and you can get the armor and the sword. You can fight him too if you want to. I usually do, but I'm feeling a little lazy today. Let's not. Yeah. So he dies if you do that, and you can pick up the inseparable sword and the twinned armor again. And it really doesn't matter what happens here now because, well, we did our thing. Alright. So then, the last thing that we're going to do for this episode is go and challenge a certain someone. This certain someone that we haven't seen since like the beginning of the game. And that certain someone is waiting for us. He ambushed us on the way here. He's a poor sport, doesn't know how to take an L. You'll see. Yeah. Even at the end of this episode, I'm still using my catchphrase. Now you can fight the Black Knife if you want to. I don't really want to. It's more trouble than it's worth. Jerk. So then, you could do that. Before we go in, I'm going to do a little bit of leveling up. Because why not? Now, my end goal for this build is actually to be 120. So, I feel like that's a good, nice number for the DLC that we're going into. Especially since we're going to be first timers. Might just be me, but yeah. We'll do that. And if you want to, you can actually summon Melina for this fight. Interesting, isn't it? All right. Now then, let's go.
Graceless, tarnished. What is thy business with these thrones? Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania. General Radahn. Praetor Rykard. Luna Princess Rani. Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled by King Morgoth, last of all kings.
Yep. Now he gets serious. Yeah. His entire first phase is kind of like his entire second phase from the first fight. The only difference is that he's a little bit more annoying to parry, I find. Then bring it. Oh. Yeah. I think he's a much more annoying version of the original. But I'm gonna still try to parry him to death. I just wanted to show that you could bring Melina into the fight if you wanted to. I'm not gonna, because I honestly think that bringing her for this one makes the fight a bit too hard, but it was nice to show it off. Alright. Ooh. Ah. Man. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know I can parry him. It's just that I get the timing all wrong. But we're going to do it anyway, just because I like styling on my enemies. Makes things more fun. Alright. We're going to use this. Alright. Ah. Ooh. Oh boy, went psycho mode on me that time. Jeez. Jeez, man. Somebody was mad today. Alright. Let's go again. Lo-fi. Lanedale beats to chill to. To chill and study too. Alright. Let's do this. Aw. Missed it that time. But that's okay. Oh. Alright. Tell you what, guys. I'll only try one more time and then I'll probably give it a rest for today. Still gotta go work out and I still gotta go do some errands, so unfortunately this is gonna have to be our last attempt. So come what may, we'll do this. But next time we'll start with this. Might be fun. Alright. We're going for the crab strat. Aw. Yeah. Nah, I can give it one more go, I guess. We're not quite at 2 yet. I'll give it one more go. But yeah, I can't make the joke. We're still fully clothed. But yeah, if we don't get it this time, then we'll just save it for next. Because Morgott is a pretty hard fight. That's alright, though. Aw. I also think he's a little harder to dodge because the timing is all off. You have to like dodge a little before you think he's actually gonna attack. I usually like to try and buffer that parry with the great hammer attack that he does. Just because it makes it easier to actually try and parry. But we lose today. That's alright. So then, we'll pick up on this next time. This has been Byte the Robot, coming to you live on Lanedale FM. And we'll catch you all next time, alright? Y'all take care. Have a beautiful day. Peace.